Archangel Michael says, a dark cloud looms over your family. A message has come from the divine, one that carries great weight. You must listen carefully, for this concerns the fate of your son. The heavens tremble with sorrow. A terrible event has unfolded, one that was never meant to happen. Your son is entangled in a tragedy that shakes the very core of destiny. A life has been taken. The echoes of this moment ripple through the spiritual realm. The voices of the unseen cry out in anguish. This was unexpected, a sudden twist in the path that was not written for him. Forces beyond your sight are moving, shifting, responding to this darkness. Like this video to break all chains and receive divine protection. Archangel Michael watches, his sword raised in both justice and mercy. The heavens have not abandoned him, but the weight of this act bears heavily upon his soul. The battle for redemption has begun. The world around him is closing in. Whispers grow louder, shadows stretch further. The truth is a burden he cannot escape. But listen, there is still hope. The gates of divine mercy have not shut. Redemption is within reach, but the price must be paid in faith and action. A choice stands before him now. To surrender to darkness, or to step into the light. His fate trembles on the edge of eternity. This is not just about him. This is about you. The family bond is sacred, and what affects one, affects all. The spiritual realm calls upon you now. You must act, for your faith will become his shield. Type Amen if you believe in the power of redemption. If you wish to show your appreciation, you can give super thanks up to $50. The enemy seeks to destroy, to devour, to trap him in this darkness forever. But there is a way out, a path that leads to salvation. He must walk it before it is too late. This is not the end of his story. The unseen forces of good and evil battle for his soul. What happens next depends on the steps taken now. You cannot ignore this. Every second counts. The weight of this event is shifting the very foundations of his destiny. The voices of the departed whisper in the wind. Their stories remain unfinished. The consequences of this act ripple through the unseen world. But there is still light ahead. There is still a chance to rewrite the ending. The divine watches and waits. Redemption is not given freely. It must be earned through faith, through surrender, through transformation. The burden of his soul is great, but the hand of grace is greater. Will he take it? Will he step forward and fight for his redemption? The battle rages, unseen but ever present. The storm grows stronger. The choices made now will echo in eternity. There is no turning back. Heaven's forces stand ready. The war for his soul is not over. He must take the first step, but he cannot do it alone. Your faith matters. Your belief can shift the tides. Your prayers are a force beyond comprehension. Do not stand idle. Do not let the enemy claim victory. Speak light into his path, and call upon the power that is greater than any darkness. His soul cries out for deliverance. His heart is heavy with the weight of what has happened. The spirit world waits for your response. Do you stand with him? Do you believe in his redemption? The gates of heaven are open, but time is running out. A moment of choice is here. He must not walk into the abyss. There is a way out, but it must be taken now. The divine watches over him. His destiny is not yet sealed. But he must make the choice before it is too late. Type 777 if you believe in divine intervention and justice. The winds of change are here. The unseen world shifts as the choice is made. A path must be chosen, and the time is now. Will he choose light? Will he seek redemption? The battle of his soul is reaching its peak. Heaven is ready. The spiritual forces await his decision. The future is not yet written in stone. The message is clear. This is the time to act. No hesitation, no waiting, no delay. Your role is vital. Your voice matters. Speak life into his path, call upon the divine, and stand in faith. This moment will not last forever. The gates will not stay open indefinitely. The final call is being sounded. Type Amen if you stand for justice and mercy. Your son is at the crossroads. The weight of this moment is immeasurable. Heaven and earth await his choice. Redemption is possible. Salvation is near. But he must take the step before the final hour. Archangel Michael stands ready. The heavens hold their breath. The time is now. Archangel Michael says, a name has been spoken in the halls of destiny. The heavens shake with the weight of this revelation. Your son's name is linked to an event that carries darkness. The forces of light and shadow are colliding. The truth cannot be ignored. This is a moment that will change everything. A deadly incident has been written into time. The echoes of this tragedy move through the unseen world. His name is tied to something that was never meant to be. But there is still hope. The divine has sent this message so that action can be taken. Type 333 if you stand in faith for divine protection. The spiritual realm is watching. The forces that shape fate are waiting for the next move. The weight of this moment is unlike anything before. There is no escaping the truth. What has been done cannot be undone, but the future is not yet sealed. The battle for his soul has begun. The enemy seeks to pull him into the abyss. The whispers of deception grow louder. But the light is not gone. The heavens have not turned away. The gates of mercy are still open. A way forward still exists, but it must be taken now. Every choice matters. Every step is crucial. The time to act is now. This is not a warning to be ignored. The spiritual war is real, and his name is in the center of it. Type Amen if you believe in the power of divine redemption. The path ahead is unclear. The weight of the incident grows heavier. The forces of judgment and grace stand in opposition. This is not just about him. This is about the destiny of many. The ripple effect of this event reaches far beyond one soul. But you have a role in this. Your prayers can shift the balance. Your faith can change the course of this story. Do not be silent. Do not let darkness claim victory. Stand firm and call upon the power that is greater than any shadow. His name is being spoken in places unseen. The forces of good and evil are moving. The outcome is not yet determined. Time is slipping away. The moment for decision is here. What happens next depends on the actions taken now. Heaven's warriors are prepared for battle. The unseen war is raging. His fate is being decided in the spiritual realm. This is not the end of his story. But if no action is taken, the darkness will tighten its grip. The consequences will be severe. He must fight. He must step into the light before it is too late. The divine is calling him forward. The weight of sin is heavy, but grace is stronger. The chains can be broken. The way to redemption is still open. Type 777 if you stand for justice and divine intervention. The winds of change are blowing. His path must be chosen now. There is no time for hesitation. The forces of light are not giving up. The war is still being fought. The heavens are ready to act. This message is not an accident. You are receiving it for a reason. The divine is speaking directly to you. Your son's destiny is being shaped. The enemy wants to pull him deeper. But there is still a way out. He must choose. He must take the step toward salvation. But he cannot do it alone. If you wish to show your appreciation, you can give super thanks up to $50. Your voice matters. Your prayers are a shield. Your faith is the weapon that can break the chains. Stand strong. Do not waver. Call upon the divine and claim his redemption. The battle is not over. The fight for his soul is still raging. His future is not yet written in stone. The time is now. The gates will not remain open forever. The final call is being sounded. Type Amen if you believe in the power of light over darkness. This is the moment. This is the turning point. His soul hangs in the balance. Heaven is waiting. The forces of the divine are ready. But the choice must be made before it is too late. The call has been given. The revelation is here. The action must follow. This is not just a warning. This is a command from the heavens. The time to move is now. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. The spiritual war is happening at this very moment. Archangel Michael stands ready. The heavens are watching. The moment of decision is here. Believe in the power of salvation. Believe in the strength of divine justice. Believe that the future can still be changed. This is the last chance. This is the moment of truth. The story is still being written. Archangel Michael says, "The storm has come, and its weight is upon your household." A message has been sent from the divine, and you must hear it now. Your son stands in the middle of something that threatens to alter his destiny forever. The forces of justice and consequence have turned their eyes upon him. His name has been spoken where it was never meant to be. The unseen realm trembles as fate unfolds in a way it was never written. The weight of an accusation is heavy. The world's judgment is swift, but the spiritual battle is greater. What is happening now is beyond what the eye can see. This is not a moment to be silent. This is not a time to turn away. Type 333 if you believe in the power of divine intervention. The enemy moves in shadows, weaving lies and confusion. The accusations grow louder, echoing through the halls of fate. But truth and justice have not been silenced yet. This is a war, unseen but real. The heavens have not abandoned him, but darkness seeks to take hold. His choices, his actions, his faith, these will decide the outcome. You must act. You must stand in the gap where no one else will. The divine is watching, waiting for the call of faith to rise. He cannot fight this battle alone. He is being surrounded, and the pressure is immense. The weight of this moment is shaping his soul. Heaven calls upon you now. Your words, your prayers, your belief, they carry more power than you know. Type Amen if you trust in the power of divine protection. The whispers of the past are colliding with the present. The road ahead is unclear, but the divine has not forsaken him. There is still a way through. There are forces at work beyond human understanding. This moment is not ordinary. The unseen realm is moving, shifting, changing. The truth will come to light. No secret remains hidden forever. But what happens next will determine his path forward. You must take this seriously. You must understand the gravity of this moment. This is not just about earthly consequences, this is about his soul. The battle has begun. The forces of light and darkness are clashing. The heavens are waiting for the next move. He must not walk this road alone. He must not be swallowed by fear or deception. The path to redemption is still open, but the door is closing fast. The divine hand is reaching out. The spirit world is watching. The time to act is now. His name is being written into history. His actions will shape his future. The choices made now will echo into eternity. The weight of justice is heavy. The chains of consequence tighten. But there is still a key that can break them. This is his moment of reckoning. The enemy wants to claim him. But the power of faith is stronger. The heavens do not forget. The divine does not abandon its own. But faith must rise for miracles to unfold. Type 777 if you stand for truth and redemption. The burden is great, but grace is greater. The world moves fast, but the divine moves with purpose. The unseen war is not over. There is still time. There is still a chance. But it must be taken before it is too late. His name is on the tongues of many. Some speak in condemnation, others in fear. But the divine speaks only in truth. What happens now is critical. The weight of his soul hangs in the balance. The time for action is slipping away. The gates of mercy are still open. The arms of redemption have not closed. But hesitation is a dangerous thing. Heaven's warriors are ready. The battle for his destiny is at its peak. His choice, his faith, his belief, these will shape what comes next. Stand firm in faith. Believe in the power of salvation. The darkness will not win unless faith is abandoned. The unseen realm is stirring. The forces of light are not giving up. The story is still being written. This is not an ending. This is a moment of decision. The way forward is still open. Do not let fear consume him. Do not let doubt take hold. The divine has already spoken, and the message is clear. Type Amen if you believe in the power of light over darkness. The heavens are waiting. The next move is in his hands. The final call has been given. Believe. Stand strong. This battle is not yet over. Archangel Michael says, the ground beneath you is shaking, and the unseen world is stirring. A revelation has come forth, one that cannot be ignored. Your son's name is now linked to something that was never meant to be. The spiritual realm trembles as the weight of this truth unfolds. The forces of light and darkness are moving, battling for control over what happens next. The path ahead is uncertain, but the divine has not turned away. A crime has been revealed, one that changes everything. His name is now caught in a storm that was never destined for him. The voices of judgment grow louder, seeking to pull him deeper into the shadows. But there is still hope. There is still a way forward. Type 333 if you believe in the power of divine justice. The enemy wants him lost, trapped, bound by this moment. The chains of guilt, fear, and consequence tighten around him. But faith is stronger than any prison built by darkness. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a battle for his soul. The heavens have sent this message as a call to action. You cannot stand by in silence. You cannot let fear consume what is meant for redemption. The time to act is now. Every choice matters. Every step will shape what comes next. The spiritual world is waiting for a response. The weight of truth is heavy. The consequences of what has happened ripple through time. But divine mercy is still within reach. Type Amen if you believe in the power of redemption and salvation. The battle is not just in the physical world. There are forces beyond sight working to claim his future. The enemy whispers lies, but the divine speaks truth. Heaven is watching. The next move will determine the outcome. His fate is not yet sealed, but time is running out. Do not let this message go unanswered. Do not let darkness win without a fight. The unseen war is raging even now. He stands at a crossroads. One path leads to destruction, the other to redemption. The decision must be made soon. His name carries weight. The heavens have not forgotten him. The divine is calling him to step out of the shadow. Every second counts. Every prayer is a weapon in this battle. The spiritual war cannot be ignored. This is not just about him. This is about destiny, about purpose, about the unseen forces that shape lives. What happens now will echo through generations. Type 777 if you stand for truth and divine intervention. His soul is heavy. The weight of this moment is unbearable without faith. The divine is reaching out to him. There is no mistake too great. There is no darkness too deep. The light is still shining, waiting for him to step into it. But hesitation is dangerous. Delay allows the enemy to tighten its grip. The choice must be made before it is too late. The spiritual world is shifting. The gates of mercy are still open. But they will not remain open forever. This is his moment. This is where his destiny is rewritten. The story is not over yet. Believe in the power of change. Believe in the strength of faith. Believe that the future is still unwritten. The final hour approaches. The heavens hold their breath. His next move is the most important one of his life. Type Amen if you believe in the victory of light over darkness. Archangel Michael stands ready. The forces of divine justice are prepared. The moment of truth is here. Heaven has spoken. The time is now. There is no turning back. This is not the end. This is the battle for a new beginning. The story is still being written.